Okay, we got the spooky setup again, but I want to talk about cold exposure and my experience with taking cold showers and being in the cold more often. Now, for the last 3 months, I would say, I've been taking cold showers every single day. The only times that I have missed a cold shower is when I just haven't showered for that day, which occasionally happens. Um, it's not that I'm a gross person, it's just that I live in the UK and some days I just don't sweat at all, and then I just realize I don't have time to shower. So, yeah. I've pretty much done a cold shower every single day for the last 3 months, and the biggest thing that has changed for me is my perspective towards the cold. So I come from a very hot climate originally, and now I live in the UK and it's like winter. It's like 5 p.m. and it's like pitch black. So, you know, that's winter for you. But because of this, like the last winters that I have spent in the UK, I was always shivering. I was always cold. I hated the cold so much, and it was such a discomfort to me. It was such a pain. It hurt to be in the cold. But now my outlook is different in that every time I go outside and I feel cold, it's like it doesn't bother me as much as it used to, but also I see it as kind of a training ground to get more used to the cold. So it's like literally when I go out running, I just wear a t-shirt and a shirt and maybe like gloves and a hat, because I definitely need a hat because I don't have hair, so I get like headaches from the cold if I'm out too much. Um, but like that's the biggest difference for me, is that like this winter I feel like I'm actually kind of grabbing it by the dick. Like I'm grabbing it by the balls and I'm controlling it instead of the other way around where it would control me. And there's a very important distinction in saying that in order to survive a UK winter, you need to stay warm. But at the same time, taking those cold showers during winter is really, really good. And I'll say that because nobody likes a cold shower, okay? I definitely don't like the cold shower, especially in the moment. Sometimes it feels good, but most of the time it's horrible, especially during winter, especially in the cold, like, especially when it's so cold in my room, because I don't have heating, and there's like a huge window, so that it's always cold in my room. I'm waking up, the room is cold, and my bed is so warm, but I still wake up just to get into that cold shower. This has shaped my mind and I feel almost unbreakable. Like it's really helped. I'm not okay, I'm taking that back. Okay, I could definitely break at some point if you like, put me like through like physical torture or something, of course. I'm not like a as great as the Greek philosophers and stuff. But there is something important in saying like chasing that discomfort of a cold shower every morning, even when you don't feel like it. This has helped me build so much more discipline, and my mind feels so tough. And I was actually researching the science behind this, and apparently when you go into a cold shower, the skin contact releases noradrenaline and adrenaline, or epinephrine, and those two neurochemicals, when they are released, they're basically the neurochemical that says like, hey man, we gotta move. It's what causes you like agitation and energy and also a bit of focus and stuff. And basically the cold shower is a stimulus, and not a stimulus rather, but it's a stressor. So it stresses your body out, and it releases like these stress chemicals, like good ones, okay, no cortisol, um but it releases like good stress chemicals. And so the more often that you do it intentionally, the easier it will be for you to deal with real life stressors. So it's like, because it's like you can see the cold shower as a little mini training ground, because I've gone in that cold shower enough times so that when something happens to me in real life that is super stressful and those chemicals are released of adrenaline and noradrenaline, when those chemicals are released, it's like I can control it. Do you know how powerful that is? Now, I'm not saying like I'm the fucking shit, okay? I'm definitely not, and I've got a long ways to go, but this is my experience with cold showers. And the last video I posted, it was just like, the last video I posted about my cold showers experience was quite different. It was like, I didn't know shit about it. I didn't actually know what it was doing to me. I just said like, hey guys, I feel great. Like, I can tolerate the cold better. It's like, back then, I wasn't even in the cold. It was summer of the UK, which was like kind of cold, but it wasn't that cold. Today, I think it was 7 degrees, raining, and I still went out for a run. It's like, who the fuck does that? Okay, who does that? Every night, I'm cycling back and forth from work, and it's like, it's cold as balls at night, okay? Like, like, it gets colder at night. But I'm still doing it, no problem. And yeah, it's like, fair enough, like, I'm moving, so I'm staying warm. But this stuff is important, you know? So yeah, that's like 2 big takeaways, I guess, is that, or 3 rather, is that I can tolerate the cold a lot better than I used to. I'm grabbing winter by the nuts. I'm controlling winter, and my mindset is a lot tougher than it used to be, and I feel like I can handle stress a lot better. So yeah, I hope this video helped. And would I recommend taking cold showers? Yes, if you're already like on top of your life, like if you're already getting enough sleep and eating a clean diet and going to the gym, like if you're already doing those things, then yeah, I'd recommend taking cold showers. But if you're not doing jack shit, like, don't take the cold showers. Like, that's what I tried to do. Like, bro, when I was like depressed and I didn't know anything about like the basics of self-improvement, which is just like get your sleep and diet and your gym in order, like get those like basic necessities down, I tried taking cold showers and like it didn't help me because I wasn't at a level where I could tolerate the discomfort. Nor was it really gonna help me because everything else in my life was fucked up. So you've got to make sure you've got like your baseline needs met first before you go for the cold showers. But if you're just like a normal person, like, just go for it. Like, I don't see why not. So yeah, hope that helps.